To a sneaker meetup, see who we finessing.
Hey, what's good, G?
Yo, what's up, man?
Let's go, homie.
And you already know
We
we
got
got
the
the
triple
triple white
white Air
Air
Force
Force Supremes. Man, you know we got the first Gucci slides to ever exist. Never been worn.
Put those on my fucking face.
Sneaker culture as a whole has been growing rapidly ever since the 80s, with the release of staple shoes like the Nike Air Force One and Jordan brand sneakers at the time. This propelled the consumer market to grow a want and need for these types of shoes, starting an almost cult-like following for these brands. The current market evaluation for the footwear industry sits at under $3 billion as of 2022, with a projected increase of 4% annual growth according to Statista.com for business marketing, with Nike taking 39% of all global footwear sales. Although these are all reported corporation sales, the act of buying shoes for retail from these companies and then selling them at a higher price to meet demand and popularity is a market in its own, run by individuals with an estimated total market of $8 billion and projected increase to $30 billion by 2030, as reported from Grey Journal. These sales come from a number of different backgrounds, such as people just trying to make a quick buck, so they sell whatever shoes they have, to designated platforms for reselling, such as Go and StockX, which are both websites and respected apps that focus on creating an easy-to-access market to buy, sell, and trade shoes. From these sources, a consumer is able to access any rare sold-out shoe from their computer or phone, with prices being decided on the popularity and availability of the sneaker. Popularity directly influences resale price, and that popularity can be from the excitement of a certain silhouette dropping in a new colorway, or from the current events, such as tragedies, with most recent events being the passing of longtime Nike collaborator and founder of Off-White, Virgil Abloh. With already expensive resale prices from his Nike and Off-White collaborations, his death would see widespread increases of price in order to capitalize on his passing.
So I'm Greg Monterosa, and I'm one of the founders of Milk Room, and we brought Milk Room to life right in the middle of COVID to be a space where our creative friends can sell their artwork, their garments, and pick up cool kicks. My mom, growing up, always had a massive closet, always had an eclectic shoe collection, and she was a sucker for like a super rare shoe. Seeing her closet coming up inspired my closet to just stay eclectic and different. Clothing and sneakers has influenced my life as a way for me to express myself. What I wear and how I wear it allows me to show the universe how I feel, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's happy or sad, right? It's an expression of who I am, and it gets to show people my style and what I'm into. So clothing and sneakers mix because it ultimately comes down to your fit. So if your fit's right and your sneakers are wrong, like it could totally throw it off, right? If you're going for a certain type of look. And yes, uniqueness does come into play, and the way people dress is subjective. But if you're trying to put a fit together, it's gonna include your sneakers. It's gonna go all the way up to the fit. So it's just a part of getting put together, right? And granted, I got friends and I've had moments where I just don't care about like how it all goes together. But for the most part, it's thought out. So sneakers and clothing have never been more prevalent than in today's fashion world. So we'll have t-shirts that someone like Kanye West will wear, like the center swoosh Nike, all right? So that meant nothing to nobody until somebody wore it. And that's the beauty about fashion, right? Is that, again, it's subjective. So there's certain shirts that you'll see out there, and all it takes is a Travis Scott or your favorite celebrity to wear it, and it becomes a trend.
Sneaker culture itself includes a wide variety of people, all unique with diversity and different starting points within the community. Anyone can be a part of it, even if they have a small interest in shoes, as there are many different aspects to it than just buying and selling.
Hi, my name is Logan Shoemaker. I'm a senior at Thousand Oaks High School, and I'm a sneakerhead. I would consider a sneakerhead someone who is into shoes, is knowledgeable about shoes, and not really necessarily has to collect them, but usually does. I would consider myself a sneakerhead because, I mean, I really like shoes. I collect them, and I can pretty much tell you most things about them. I originally got into sneakers back in the summer of my freshman year, beginning of my sophomore year. it pretty much just random video from, it was either Kais Omar or Harrison Neville, just popped up on my recommended for on YouTube, and I was like, you know what is this? And clicked on it, and I mean, the rest was history. I talked to my mom about, buying my first pair of Jordans, and that's where, it all started off. I'd say there's two answers to what my favorite pair of sneakers is, and there's one that's more of an emotional side, and there's one that's more of just, I really enjoy wearing them, and that's like, I think they look cool. I would say my favorite pair emotionally is a custom pair that my brother painted for me back for my 16th birthday. And it's like a pair of Galaxy Jordan 1s, which is actually also, the base shoe is the first pair of shoes I ever got, which were just black Jordan 1 mids. And then my favorite pair, just, casually and just that I really enjoy wearing, are the Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows. It was my first height pair of shoes that I got, and I actually got them for a very good price at Cool Kicks LA. I traded in some t-shirts and I put $100 on top for a VNDS, or very near dead stock, pair of Travis Scott Jordan 1s.
Resale's main problem is what makes it unique, its high prices. And due to this, a new sub-community was formed, right alongside resale, which goes by the name of UAs, or more popular term, fake shoes. Although there are no market evaluations for fakes, there are reported numbers of pairs that get sent to the US, which is around 300,000 yearly, stated by Wiser Market. What's so appealing about fakes? Well, the price being nowhere near resale and just about the same quality as the real manufactured pairs, or in some cases even better, is a main selling point. But arguably, the only reason that fakes are bought is because people like the way they look, as sneakers and shoes are an essential part of fashion.
Reselling is, well, it's people that buy shoes either for retail or just at a lower price than what they go for online, or on the aftermarket, and they sell them and make a profit. So people will buy like Supreme or Jordans or Adidas, Yeezys, what have you. People resell everything: games, consoles, PS4s, Xboxes, just to make a profit. And so people make a living off that. People have stores where they just resell shoes and clothing, all this stuff. Trading cards, that's another good one. I actually got into reselling by, just needing money. I was, wanted some new shoes, or, needed money for, grad night tickets or whatever, and just was like, you know what, there's these shoes that I don't wear too much, or shoes that go for a lot of money that I got either really cheap or, got as, for free, and was just sold them. So yeah.
Sneaker reselling, it's kind of just whenever you buy a pair of shoes, flip them online. To me, I've only done a few sales, but it's a good way to make some money, especially if you get stuff for retail price. So it's pretty cool.
Of course, fake shoes is and this is the thing about the fake shoes, right? The fake shoes, we don't even deal with it because we can tell it's like fake money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So honestly, it doesn't affect us because our customers, our clients, they don't even deal with it. They're not, most of our clients, most of our customers are they can afford the prices of the shoes that we're selling. So we don't deal with it, and it doesn't really affect us. Yeah. Well, as far as, to be honest with you, it's this is the thing, right? When you walk into our StockX Good is all online. You don't know what you're getting. When you walk into Rich and Famous, the experience is different, right? Business-wise, it's part of the culture. You get to see the shoes, you got clothing, you listen to music, everything in here is authentic. You feel me? It's an experience, a vibe. You know, so with StockX and Good, it doesn't like, to be honest with you, it's like, hey, if it doesn't bother me. Yeah, it doesn't. It's like they doing what they do and we doing what we do.
So when COVID broke out, I asked one of my mentors, what is the hardest thing to bring to life during a pandemic? And she said a retail store. So as entrepreneurs, we have to always seek opportunities. So the attitude became, okay, so I know I want to start a retail store. What type of retail store? Where does the biggest opportunity lie? Companies like StockX, Grailed, Melrose, and Fairfax were just on the rise. So the indicator was that is where the biggest opportunity is. And here in our community, nobody's servicing that need. So yeah, we quickly brought it to life. So competition is a really interesting question because at the end of the day, like my team and I compete with ourselves, right? We're always trying to outbetter ourselves than we did. But when you look at other companies and other technologies, companies like Grailed, StockX, what they allow companies like me to do is they bring exposure to a product that I get to carry. So yes, you have a consumer that'll go online and shop, but for the most part, like consumers want to touch and feel what they're buying. They want to try it on. They want to feel the weight of the hoodie. They want to see how light the shoe is. Can I walk in this? And that's been the beauty about retail in today's time is that companies like StockX and Grailed, they'll bring awareness to mochas. They'll bring awareness to like the SB, and stores like myself are the ones that are on the front lines, fitting people with them. So my thoughts on today's modern fashion is how exciting it is. So I have friends that are 3D printing sweaters. I have friends that are utilizing unconventional materials to make clothes. They're upcycling clothes. So in my history, never have I seen a more progressive fashion industry than today. And it's really exciting to be a part of it.
Is it hard to get into sneaker culture? Not at all. Anyone is welcome to take part in the community, and getting started is just as easy, as all it really takes is to just buy your first pair of shoes. Doesn't matter what they are, as long as what you like wearing, which is the most important thing that sneaker culture promotes, which is the diversity and individuality of getting to express who you are.
Hi, my name is Adam. I'm a freshman here, and I'm a sneakerhead. I would say I'm a sneakerhead, and I think it's mostly anyone that has a passion about shoes. Anyone that's into shoes. You don't necessarily have to have too many sneakers to be a sneakerhead. How much have I spent on shoes? It's definitely in the thousands, but I could not give you an exact price. I would say somewhere around maybe $3,000 or more. I do plan on adding some shoes to my collection, way too many to list, but some ones that I would like right now are maybe a nice pair of off-white blazers, or blazers are just really nice and clean, maybe some more casual shoes, Yeezys, more Jordan 1s. That's about it for now.
It's part of the culture. You know, I've been a sneakerhead since I was a kid. And growing up, it was more like, okay, you know, it's fun. But then I got to realize the importance of, you know, that it's a business at the same time. There's a lot of profit, you know what I'm saying? But you got to know what you're doing, you know? So, I mean, I always wanted to be on my own. I mean, I can't, like, don't get it twisted. You got to start from somewhere. I had a 9 to 5. I worked at Checkers, coffee shops and everything, you know? And I was like, you know what, I want to be me, you know, I want to be my own boss, you feel me? So I went hard, I got it done, yeah.